Hello everyone and welcome. In today's German driving license practical test Berlin practice session, we'll go through 200 updated questions designed to help you prepare for the exam. When each question appears, pause the video first. Choose the answer you believe is correct, then comment your answer below before resuming the video to see the correct answer. Keep track of your score as you move through the questions, and let's get started. Question 1. When encountering an aggressive driver, you should: Option A. Avoid eye contact, slow down, and let them pass. Option B. Cut them off to slow them down. Option C. Retaliate by tailgating them. Option D. Make sure they know you disapprove of their behavior. The correct answer is option A. Avoid eye contact, slow down, and let them pass. Explanation: if another driver is threatening you or intentionally driving dangerously around you, remain calm and try to put as much distance between the two of you as possible. Slow down and let them pass. Do not make eye contact and do not make obscene gestures. Question 2. Fluorescent pink signs are: Option A. Speed limit signs. Option B. Incident management signs. Option C. School zone signs. Option D. Mile markers. The correct answer is option B. Incident management signs. Explanation: fluorescent pink is used as the background color for incident management signs. These signs are temporarily placed and indicate a non-permanent issue, such as a road closure due to a crash. Drivers should react accordingly when coming across one of these signs. Question 3. When entering a street from a driveway, you: Option A. Must drive slowly to allow approaching vehicles and pedestrians time to get out of your way. Option B. Must honk your horn so approaching vehicles and pedestrians know to give you room. Option C. Must stop and proceed only when there are no pedestrians or vehicles approaching. Option D. Can disregard any pedestrians if there is no sidewalk. The correct answer is option C. Must stop and proceed only when there are no pedestrians or vehicles approaching. Explanation: always stop before entering the roadway from a driveway and yield to any approaching vehicles or crossing pedestrians. The stop should be made before crossing the sidewalk area. Failure to stop is unlawful. Question 4. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit in thickly settled areas and business districts is: Option A. 10 miles per hour. Option B. 20 miles per hour. Option C. 30 miles per hour. Option D. 50 miles per hour. The correct answer is option C. 30 miles per hour. Explanation: unless posted otherwise, your speed is not reasonable and proper if you drive at speeds faster than 30 miles per hour in thickly settled areas or business districts. Drivers should use extra caution when driving in an area with an increased likelihood of pedestrians entering traffic. Question 5. A slow-moving vehicle emblem is required to be displayed on all vehicles that are designed to operate at a speed of blank or lower. Option A. 25 miles per hour. Option B. 35 miles per hour. Option C. 50 miles per hour. Option D. 70 miles per hour. The correct answer is option A. 25 miles per hour. Explanation: slow-moving vehicles are required to display slow-moving vehicle emblems. A vehicle is considered to be slow-moving if it is built to drive at speeds of 25 miles per hour or slower. Question 6. How long does it take alcohol to reach the brain after being consumed? Option A. Minutes. Option B. 1 hour. Option C. 2 hours. Option D. A day. The correct answer is option A. Minutes. Explanation: alcohol does not need to be digested. It enters the bloodstream rapidly and reaches the brain within minutes of being consumed. Question 7. Which of the following is true about driving on a wet roadway? Option A. As you drive faster, your tires become less effective. Option B. Water does not affect cars with good tires. Option C. Deep water is less dangerous than shallow water. Option D. As you decrease your speed, the roadway becomes more slippery. The correct answer is option A. As you drive faster, your tires become less effective. Explanation: the faster you drive on a wet roadway, the less effective your tires will be at wiping the water from the road. If your speed becomes excessive enough, your tires will lose their grip on the road entirely and you will begin to hydroplane, that is, to slide down the road on a film of water. Question 8. When turning onto a one-way street, drivers should: Option A. Always turn into the right lane. Option B. Always turn into the left lane. Option C. Turn into the lane that will interfere the most with traffic. Option D. Turn into the lane that will interfere the least with traffic. The correct answer is option C. Turn into the lane that will interfere the most with traffic. Explanation. If you are turning onto a one-way street, enter into the lane that interferes the least with other traffic. Do not make a dangerous turn into traffic. Question 9. When driving in traffic, it is safest to: Option A. Fluctuate your speed to keep alert. Option B. Drive faster than the flow of traffic. Option C. Drive slower than the flow of traffic. Option D. Drive with the flow of traffic. The correct answer is option D. Drive with the flow of traffic. Explanation. Crashes often happen when some drivers go faster or slower than other vehicles on the road. Always try to drive with the flow of traffic within the posted speed limit. Question 10. To help prevent crashes, you should: Option A. Communicate with other road users. Option B. Ignore other drivers on the road. Option C. Drive only on side streets and back roads. Option D. Avoid driving during rush hour. The correct answer is option A. Communicate with other road users. Explanation. Crashes often happen because one driver does something that other road users are not expecting. You should communicate with other motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians by doing things like signaling when slowing down, stopping, or changing direction. Use your emergency signals or horn when appropriate. Question 11. The posted speed limit shows: Option A. Only a recommended driving speed. Option B. The exact speed at which you must travel to avoid a ticket. Option C. The maximum safe driving speed under ideal road and weather conditions. Option D. The maximum safe driving speed under all road conditions. The correct answer is option C. The maximum safe driving speed under ideal road and weather conditions. Explanation. A speed limit sign shows the maximum legal driving speed for the stretch of highway where it is posted. Driving safely may require you to travel more slowly in the posted limit. When conditions are less than ideal, drivers should slow down. Question 12. Before turning, you should: Option A. Use your signal. Option B. Turn the wheel. Option C. Increase your speed. Option D. Change lanes. The correct answer is option B. Turn the wheel. Explanation. To complete a turn safely, you should activate your turn signal 3 to 4 seconds before your turn. Question 13. As a pedestrian, you should: Option A. Always insist on the right of way over a vehicle when using the crosswalk. Option B. Never enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Option C. Enter a crosswalk at any time because it is the vehicle driver's responsibility to stop. Option D. Use crosswalks only if they are convenient. The correct answer is option B. Never enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Explanation. Pedestrians should not enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Though pedestrians have the right of way in crosswalks, a vehicle approaching from a close distance may not have the time to stop before entering the crosswalk. Question 14. What does the tractor protection belt do? Option A. Protects the tractor from being stolen. Option B. Protects the tractor from exceeding a set speed. Option C. Keeps air in the braking system should the trailer break away or develop a leak. Option D. Ensures oil adequately lubricates the engine. The correct answer is option C. Keeps air in the braking system should the trailer break away or develop a leak. Explanation. The tractor protection valve keeps air in the tractor or truck braking system should the trailer break away or develop a bad leak. Question 15. An octagonal sign is always a: Option A. Speed limit sign. Option B. Stop sign. Option C. Hospital sign. Option D. Railroad warning sign. The correct answer is option B. Stop sign. Explanation. Octagonal signs are always stop signs. Come to a complete stop when approaching a red, 8-sided sign. Question 16. You may not park within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A. 15 feet. Option B. 25 feet. Option C. 40 feet. Option D. 50 feet. The correct answer is option D. 50 feet. Explanation. Drivers may not park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Park where drivers can clearly see your vehicle from both directions. Question 17. When no signs, signals, or police tell you what to do at an intersection, the law states: Option A. That drivers on the right must yield to drivers on the left. Option B. Nothing. There are no laws stating must yield. Option C, that drivers going straight must yield to drivers turning left at the intersection. Option D, that drivers turning left must yield to drivers going straight through the intersection. The correct answer is option A, that drivers on the right must yield to drivers on the left. Explanation. In the absence of signs, signals, or police instructions, drivers turning left at an intersection must yield to vehicles going straight. Question 18. After stopping for a school bus that is unloading children. Option A, do not proceed until the children wave to you. Option B, watch for children walking along the side of the road. Option C, accelerate quickly. Option D, turn on your emergency flashers. The correct answer is option B, watch for children walking along the side of the road. Explanation. After stopping for a school bus that has its stop arm extended and its lights flashing, watch for children walking along the side of the road. You should always drive with caution when driving near children. Question 19. Roads become very slippery. Option A, when it has been raining for an hour or more. Option B, the day after it rains. Option C, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm. Option D, right after the rain has stopped. The correct answer is option C, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm. Explanation. Pavement can become very slippery within the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm because the rain causes oil in the asphalt to rise to the surface of the road. This problem becomes even worse in hot weather. The heat combined with the water causes more oil to rise to the road surface. Question 20. You must yield to other drivers. Option A, only where a yield sign is present. Option B, only when you want to yield. Option C, when they are working in construction zones. Option D, when their car is bigger than yours. The correct answer is option A, only where a yield sign is present. Explanation. Yield to all vehicles or pedestrians working on highway construction projects. Drive with special caution through a work zone where workers are present. Question 21. A modulating control valve can control the Option A, spring brakes. Option B, landing gear. Option C, air brakes. Option D, anti-lock braking system ABS. The correct answer is option A, spring brakes. Explanation. A modulating control valve allows a driver to gradually apply spring brakes. In equipped vehicles, the valve is controlled by a lever located on the dashboard. Question 22. Low beam headlights are effective for vehicles driving at speeds of up to Option A, 10 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 50 miles per hour. Option D, 70 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 25 miles per hour. Explanation. Low beam headlamps are only effective when driving at speeds of up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. Avoid driving too fast for what you can see within your headlamps. Question 23. In general, when driving, you should drive. Option A, faster than the flow of traffic. Option B, on the right half of the road. Option C, slower than the flow of traffic. Option D, on the left half of the road. The correct answer is option B, on the right half of the road. Explanation. Generally, when driving on a road with two lanes moving in the same direction, you should drive on the right half of the road. Use the left lane to overtake and pass another driver, to make a left turn, or if otherwise instructed to do so by an officer or traffic signal. Vehicles driving more slowly than the flow of traffic should stay in the rightmost lane. Question 24. Reversible lanes are indicated by Option A, double broken yellow lines. Option B, double solid white lines. Option C, double solid yellow lines. Option D, a single solid yellow line. The correct answer is option A, double broken yellow lines. Explanation. Some travel lanes are designed to carry traffic in one direction at certain times, then in the opposite direction at other times. These lanes are separated by a barrier or marked by double broken yellow lines. Question 25. A motorist approaching a bicyclist should Option A, speed up to pass them. Option B, proceed as usual. Option C, swerve into the opposite lane. Option D, exercise extreme caution. The correct answer is option A, speed up to pass them. Explanation. Drivers should reduce their speed as they pass bicyclists, as air movement from a passing vehicle can easily affect a bicyclist's balance. Question 26. A leaking exhaust system can. Option A, cause excessive oil use. Option B, require your vehicle to have a tune-up sooner than normal. Option C, make you drowsy while driving. Option D, set grass fires on country roads. The correct answer is option C, make you drowsy while driving. Explanation. The exhaust system helps remove toxic gases, reduce the noise, and cool the hot gases coming from a running engine. Fumes from a leaky exhaust system can cause death in a very short time. They can also make you drowsy while driving. Question 27. When driving on a road that is not a freeway, drivers should look down the road at least blank ahead of their vehicle. Option A, 12 seconds. Option B, 10 seconds. Option C, 5 seconds. Option D, 3 seconds. The correct answer is option A, 12 seconds. Explanation. Drivers should always look down the road at least 12 seconds ahead of their vehicle, unless they are driving on a freeway. When on a freeway, drivers should look 20 to 30 seconds ahead of their vehicle. Looking ahead may help prevent sudden stops or turns. Question 28. When a curb is painted blank, it indicates fire zone parking restrictions. Option A, blue. Option B, yellow. Option C, white. Option D, red. The correct answer is option D, red. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted red, it indicates fire zone parking restrictions. Question 29. When parallel parking, you should park within blank of the curb. Option A, 10 inches. Option B, 12 inches. Option C, 18 inches. Option D, 24 inches. The correct answer is option B, 12 inches. Explanation. When parallel parking your vehicle, your wheels should be parallel to and within 12 inches of the curb. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 30. When entering a highway from an entrance ramp, you should generally: Option A, enter above the speed of traffic to get ahead. Option B, enter slowly to avoid other vehicles. Option C, stop first, then slowly enter traffic. Option D, accelerate to the speed of traffic. The correct answer is option D, accelerate to the speed of traffic. Explanation. Entrance ramps for highways often have acceleration lanes. When merging with traffic from an acceleration lane, you should put your signal on, look for an opening in traffic, accelerate up to the speed of traffic, and merge into an opening in traffic. Question 31. An active railroad crossing. Option A, has a traffic control device installed at the crossing. Option B, does not have any traffic control devices installed at the crossing. Option C, is characterized by having at least 10 vehicles cross the tracks every hour. Option D should be avoided. The correct answer is option B, does not have any traffic control devices installed at the crossing. Explanation. Active railroad crossings use installed traffic control devices to regulate traffic. These devices can be in the form of flashing red lights, warning bells, or gates. The directions of devices controlling railroad crossings must always be followed. Question 32. Do not make a U-turn unless you can be seen from both directions for at least: Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 200 feet. Option C, 300 feet. Option D, 500 feet. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet. Explanation. Never make a U-turn where you cannot see or be seen for at least 500 feet in both directions. Locations where you should not make a U-turn include near the top of a hill and within a curve. Question 33. When parked facing downhill, your front wheels should be: Option A, aiming straight ahead. Option B, turn toward the curb. Option C, turn away from the curb. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, turn toward the curb. Explanation. When parked facing downhill, your front wheels should be turned toward the curb. This way, should your brakes fail, your car will roll away from traffic. Question 34. When parallel parking, you should park within blank inches of the curb. Option A, 10. Option B, 12. Option C, 18. Option D, 24. The correct answer is option C, 18. Explanation. When parallel parking your vehicle, your wheels should be within 18 inches of the curb. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 35. When entering traffic on an expressway during the skills test, you should: Option A, check for traffic. Option B, not use signals. Option C, abruptly enter a lane of traffic. Option D, cut off other drivers if needed. The correct answer is option A, check for traffic. Explanation: during the on-road driving skills test, you may be asked to enter an expressway. Before doing so, you must check traffic, use proper signals, and merge smoothly into the proper lane. Question 36. On long trips, you can prevent drowsiness by: Option A, turning on your car radio. Option B, slowing down. Option C, stopping at regular intervals for rest. Option D, moving your eyes from side to side as you drive. The correct answer is option C, stopping at regular intervals for rest. Explanation: to prevent drowsiness on long trips, you should schedule regular stops. Give yourself time to rest and stretch, even if you are not feeling tired. Question 37. To use the stab braking method, you should: Option A, apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up. Release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Option B, apply the brakes about halfway, but allow the wheels to keep rolling. Option C, apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up and the vehicle stops. Option D, apply the emergency brake until the vehicle starts to slow. The correct answer is option A, apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up. Release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Explanation: the stab braking method for emergency stops involves fully applying the brakes until they lock up. The brakes are then released until the wheels start rolling, and then the process is repeated. Question 38. When you see an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, you must: Option A, slow down and keep moving in your lane. Option B, keep driving in your lane. Option C, pull to the right curb and stop. Option D, stop exactly where you are. The correct answer is option C, pull to the right curb and stop. Explanation: when you see an emergency vehicle using its lights or hear it using its siren, you must immediately pull over to the curb or side of the road and stop. Question 39. You may drive across a dashed white line. Option A, at any time. Option B, only during daylight hours. Option C, when it is safe to change lanes. Option D, only when passing a motorcycle. The correct answer is option C, when it is safe to change lanes. Explanation: traffic lanes moving in the same direction are separated by broken white lines. You may cross over dashed lines to pass if it is safe to do so. Question 40. When passing another vehicle on a road with two lanes traveling in opposite directions, you should: Option A, return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. Option B, remain in the left lane if you intend to turn left. Option C, return to the right side of the roadway immediately. Option D, drive in either lane. The correct answer is option A, return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. Explanation: when passing another vehicle on a two-lane roadway, you must return to the right side of the roadway when there is enough room between you and the vehicle you have passed. Question 41. Off-ramps. Option A, are usually safe for trucks. Option B, can be dangerous for trucks. Option C, should not be used by trucks. Option D, should be used only if following another vehicle. The correct answer is option B, can be dangerous for trucks. Explanation: the combination of slopes and curves can make freeway on and off ramps dangerous for trucks. Remember that posted speed limits on ramps may be safe to be driven by cars, but too fast to be driven by large or heavily loaded vehicles. Question 42. Which of the following lights indicates that you should slow down and proceed with caution at an intersection? Option A, a flashing yellow light. Option B, a flashing red light. Option C, a solid yellow light. Option D, a solid red light. The correct answer is option A, a flashing yellow light. Explanation: a flashing yellow traffic light at an intersection indicates that drivers must slow down, proceed with caution, and be prepared to stop. Question 43. A driver can legally pass on the right side of another vehicle. Option A, if the vehicle is waiting to turn left and there is an available passing lane. Option B, even if it means driving off the pavement. Option C, on a narrow bridge. Option D, anytime. The correct answer is option A. If the vehicle is waiting to turn left, and there is an available passing lane. Explanation. If there is an available passing lane, you may pass on the right of a vehicle or bicycle that is turning left or waiting to turn left. It is also legal to pass on the right when driving on a multi-lane road with 2 or more lanes traveling in the same direction. You may never drive off the pavement or main travel portion of the road to pass another vehicle. Question 44. If your gas pedal becomes stuck or jammed, you should. Option A. Shift into neutral. Option B. Apply the brakes. Option C. Pull off the road. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option B. Apply the brakes. Explanation. If your gas pedal becomes stuck or jammed, you should shift your car into neutral, apply the brakes, and safely pull off the road. Once you've come to a stop, turn off the engine. If you cannot free the pedal so that it does not get stuck again, call for assistance and do not try to drive the car. Question 45. What does a single dashed yellow line separating traffic mean? Option A. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Option B. Both lanes travel in the same direction. Option C. Drivers may not pass. Option D. Drivers may pass even if it could be dangerous. The correct answer is option C. Drivers may not pass. Explanation. Yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. A single dashed yellow line in the center of a road indicates that vehicles traveling in both directions are permitted to pass. Drivers may only begin a pass if they will not interfere with any oncoming traffic. Question 46. When making a left turn, you should not. Option A. Signal to other drivers. Option B. Cut corners. Option C. Slow down. Option D. Stay in your lane. The correct answer is option C. Slow down. Explanation. When turning left, you should begin to slow down and turn on your turn signal before making the turn. You should be careful not to cut the corner short as this may interfere with other vehicles. Question 47. Red pavement markings or reflectors indicate. Option A. Increased speed limits. Option B. Decreased speed limits. Option C. A no passing zone. Option D. A roadway that must not be entered. The correct answer is option D. A roadway that must not be entered. Explanation. Red pavement marking or reflectors indicate a roadway that must not be entered. If you are driving and see red reflectors or pavement markings, turn around. Question 48. When approaching a working snowplow. Option A. React the same as you would to any other motor vehicle. Option B. Assume they will allow you to have the right of way. Option C. Yield the right of way and exercise caution. Option D. Come to a complete stop until they are out of your line of sight. The correct answer is option C. Yield the right of way and exercise caution. Explanation. Yield the right of way to snowplows engaged in work on the roads. Use extra caution in approaching, overtaking, or passing maintenance vehicles and snowplows. Because of their traveling speed and size, snowplows tend to create large clouds of blowing snow that conceal the plow, making it invisible. Question 49. If a traffic light is out of order, drivers should. Option A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Option B. Treat the intersection as a roundabout. Option C. Drive without stopping but proceed with caution. Option D. Assume they have the right of way. The correct answer is option A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Explanation. If a traffic light is out of order, drivers should treat the intersection as a four-way stop. The driver who arrives at the intersection first has the right of way. Question 50. Rough acceleration. Option A is a good way to stay awake on long trips. Option B is distracting. Option C can cause mechanical damage. Option D should be used to prevent rust from forming. The correct answer is option C, can cause mechanical damage. Explanation. Always accelerate smoothly and gradually so that your vehicle does not jerk. Rough acceleration can cause mechanical damage. Question 51. A chemical test is used to measure. Option A, reaction time. Option B, blood alcohol content. Option C, vision. Option D, driving ability. The correct answer is option B, blood alcohol content. Explanation. Blood alcohol content is normally determined by a chemical test of breath, blood, urine, or saliva. However, a chemical test is not necessary to prove that you were intoxicated or impaired. The testimony of a police officer about how you were driving, or your appearance and behavior when arrested, can provide enough evidence to convict you, even without a chemical test. Question 52. At an intersection with a stop sign, you should stop and Option A. Check your rear. You mirror for cars tailgating. Option B. Move when the vehicle ahead of you moves. Option C. Look right first, then left, then right again. Option D. Look left first and right, then left again. The correct answer is option D. Look left first, then right, then left again. Explanation. When stopped at an intersection, you should first look to your left, as vehicles coming from the left are closer to you than vehicles coming from the right. Look to your right, then look to your left again, in case there are any vehicles coming from that direction that you did not see at first glance. Question 53. A steady yellow traffic signal means that a blank light will soon appear. Option A. Flashing yellow. Option B. Steady green. Option C. Steady red. Option D. Flashing red. The correct answer is option C. Steady red. Explanation. A steady yellow light on a traffic signal indicates that a steady red light will soon appear. Question 54. It is important to be alert to motorcycles because Option A. They are more difficult to see than cars. Option B. They rarely use their headlights. Option C. Motorcyclists are less skilled drivers than other motorists. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. They are more difficult to see than cars. Explanation. Motorcycles are smaller and harder to see than cars. Because of their size, they are easily hidden in a car's blind spot. It may be difficult to judge your distance to a motorcycle and difficult to tell how fast a motorcycle is moving, so always be alert and extra cautious when near a motorcyclist. Question 55. Drivers should check their mirrors approximately every Option A. 10 seconds. Option B. 15 seconds. Option C. 30 seconds. Option D. 60 seconds. The correct answer is option A. 10 seconds. Explanation. About every 10 seconds, check your mirrors to see if any vehicle is following too closely. When checking your mirrors, do not take your eyes off the road for more than an instant. The vehicle in front of you could stop suddenly. Question 56. Front wheel braking works. Option A. Only on packed snow. Option B. Under all conditions. Option C. Only if the road is dry. Option D. Under most conditions. The correct answer is option B. Under all conditions. Explanation. Front wheel braking is effective under all road conditions. It is unlikely that you will experience a front wheel skid even on ice. Question 57. What is the only way to reduce your blood alcohol concentration to C? Option A. Drink coffee. Option B. Allow your body time to get rid of the alcohol. Option C. Exercise. Option D. Eat a large meal. The correct answer is option C. Exercise. Explanation. The only method that effectively reduces your BMC is not drinking alcohol for a period of time. Coffee, exercise, and cold showers cannot reduce your BMC or change the effects of alcohol. They can help you remain awake, but they cannot change your BMC or make you sober. Question 58. What is gross vehicle weight, W? Option A. The total weight of a vehicle and its load. Option B. The total weight of a vehicle's tractor. Option C. The total weight of a loaded trailer. Option D. The weight of a tractor and trailer before adding in the load. The correct answer is option A. The total weight of a vehicle and its load. Explanation. Gross vehicle weight GVW is defined as the total weight of a single vehicle in addition to its load. Question 59. In a normal turn. Option A. The motorcycle and rider should lean together. Option B. The motorcycle and rider should lean in opposite directions. Option C. The motorcycle should lean, but the rider should not. Option D. The rider should lean, but the motorcycle should not. The correct answer is option A. The motorcycle and rider should lean together. Explanation. During normal turns, the motorcycle and the rider should be leaning together at the same angle. In slow, tight turns, only the motorcycle should lean while the rider keeps their body straight up. Question 60. When using the controlled braking method in an emergency situation, you should Option A. Apply the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Option B. Apply the brakes with about half of your usual force. Option C. Apply the brakes so the wheels lock. Option D. Apply the brakes with minimal pressure. The correct answer is option A. Apply the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Explanation. The controlled braking method for emergency stops involves applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. Keep steering wheel movement small when braking in this way. Question 61. As alcohol builds up in your blood, it Option A. Slows down your reactions. Option B. Makes you feel less confident. Option C. Begins to metabolize itself more quickly. Option D. Decreases the number of driving errors. The correct answer is option B. Makes you feel less confident. Explanation. As alcohol builds up in your system, it will slow your reactions, make you feel more confident, and cause you to make more errors. Question 62. When towing a trailer, you must make sure that Option A. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the trailer hitch. Option B. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the vehicle's bumper. Option C. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the frame of the towing vehicle. Option D. The trailer hitch is equipped with a fail-safe latch. The correct answer is option C. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the frame of the towing vehicle. Explanation. Your trailer must be equipped with safety chains. Safety chains must be attached to the frame of the towing vehicle and the trailer. They should not be connected to a part of the trailer hitch. Question 63. Downward facing triangular signs. Option A. Tell riders to yield. Option B. Indicate school zones. Option C. Indicate construction zones. Option D. Tell riders to speed up. The correct answer is option A. Tell riders to yield. Explanation. Downward-facing triangular signs usually indicate that road users should yield. Once the road is clear of traffic, bicycles, or pedestrians, and it is safe to do so, riders may proceed. Question 64. When you park parallel to a curb or edge of roadway, you must Option A. Park within 24 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Option B. Park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Option C. Park facing oncoming traffic. Option D. Park at an angle with the front of your vehicle facing out. The correct answer is option B. Park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Explanation. When parking on a public road, you must park parallel to and within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Your vehicle should be facing in the same direction as the traffic is moving on your side of the road. Question 65. Under normal weather and traffic conditions, keep a minimum following distance of Option A. 1 second. Option B. 2 seconds. Option C. 3 seconds. Option D. 4 seconds. The correct answer is option C. 3 seconds. Explanation. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you have to react to the movements of surrounding vehicles. Keep a minimum following distance of 3 seconds under normal weather and traffic conditions. Increase your following distance anytime conditions are less than perfect. Question 66. A work zone. Option A. May be moving or stationary. Option B. Is marked with black and white signs. Option C. Does not require a driver to slow down and pay extra attention. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option B. Is marked with black and white signs. Explanation. Work zones are often stationary, but they may also be present in the form of moving vehicles striping lines, mowing, or removing snow. Work zones are marked by orange signs with black lettering or symbols. Slow down and pay extra attention when approaching or driving through a work zone. Question 67. Headlights must be turned on. Option A. At sunset. Option B. In inclement weather. Option C. Whenever you use your wipers. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. At sunset. Explanation. You must use your headlights at night and at other times when it is difficult to see. You are required to use headlights during inclement weather, including any time when you use your windshield wipers as a result of the weather. At sunset, you should turn your headlights on. Question 68. A good defensive driver. Option A. Drives slowly at all times. Option B. Looks out for the actions of other drivers. Option C. Travels at a constant speed. Option D. Only drives in familiar areas. The correct answer is option B. Looks out for the actions of other drivers. Explanation. Even the most experienced drivers can be distracted while driving. A defensive driver looks out for the actions of other drivers and anticipates potential problems. Question 69. When backing, a helper. Option A should be used whenever possible. Option B often adds to the confusion of backing. Option C should only be used if the driver is not feeling confident. Option D would likely get in the way. The correct answer is option A. Should be used whenever possible. Explanation. Backing up is always dangerous because you cannot see everything behind your vehicle. Whenever possible, use a helper who can monitor your blind spots. Question 70. Combining alcohol and drugs usually. Option A multiplies the effects of only the alcohol. Option B multiplies the effects of only the drugs. Option C multiplies the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. Option D cancels out the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. The correct answer is option C, multiplies the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. Explanation. Alcohol consumption can impact both legal and illegal controlled substances. Combining alcohol and drugs will often enhance the side effects of both substances, making it extremely dangerous for the consumer to drive. Question 71. If your blood alcohol level is 0.04%, you, option A, are 2 to 7 times more likely to have a crash than a person who has not consumed any alcohol. Option B, are above the legal blood alcohol limit but fine to drive. Option C, can be very sure that you will drive safely. Option D, should drink plenty of coffee before getting behind the wheel of your car. The correct answer is option A, are 2 to 7 times more likely to have a crash than a person who has not consumed any alcohol. Explanation. No amount of alcohol is safe to drink before driving, even with a blood alcohol level of 0.04%, which is below the legal limit for people aged 21 and older. You are 2 to 7 times more likely to be involved in a crash than a person with no alcohol in their blood. Question 72. The first thing affected after drinking alcohol is a person's. Option A, vision. Option B, balance. Option C, speech. Option D, judgment. The correct answer is option D, judgment. Explanation. The consumption of alcohol first affects the portion of the brain that controls a person's judgment. Your judgment must remain intact for you to be a safe driver. You cannot be a safe driver after consuming alcohol. Question 73. If you need to slow down while turning, you should. Option A, apply the rear brake and lean farther into the turn. Option B, never apply the brakes. Option C, use caution and apply both brakes. Option D, apply the rear brake only. The correct answer is option C. Use caution and apply both brakes. Explanation. If you must brake while turning, it is possible to use both brakes safely. Use great care when doing this. Question 74. In Idaho, you may pass another vehicle in an intersection. Option A, under no circumstances. Option B, if a dashed yellow line is marked through the intersection. Option C, if a dashed yellow line and a solid yellow line are marked through the intersection. Option D, if there are no pavement markings in the intersection. The correct answer is option D, if there are no pavement markings in the intersection. Explanation. If a dashed yellow pavement marking continues up to and after an intersection, you may pass vehicles in the intersection. If there are no pavement markings in the intersection, or if there is a solid yellow line next to a dashed yellow line in the intersection, you may not pass in the intersection. Question 75. Test the tractor protection valve by Option A, removing the air supply knob. Option B, removing the parking brake control knob. Option C, releasing air with the brake pedal. Option D, releasing air with the gas pedal. The correct answer is option C, releasing air with the brake pedal. Explanation. You should test the tractor protection valve by allowing the air supply to properly charge, turning off the engine, then releasing air from the system by pressing the brake pedal several times. The tractor protection valve should move into its emergency position when side drops to an unsafe level. Question 76. When adjusting your rear mirror, you should be able to clearly see. Option A, the entire rear window. Option B, the passengers in the back seat. Option C, your own reflection. Option D, most of the lane next to you. The correct answer is option A, the entire rear window. Explanation. Adjust the inside rear view mirror so you can see the entire rear window from the driver's seat. You should have to move only your eyes, not your head, when using this mirror. Question 77. If you are being followed too closely on a multi-lane highway, you should: Option A, speed up to match the speed of the car behind you. Option B, move into the lane to your right to let the car pass. Option C, slow down but stay in the lane. Option D, let the driver pass and then tailgate them. The correct answer is option B. Move into the lane to your right to let the car pass. Explanation: if you are being followed too closely on a multi-lane roadway, you should move into the lane to your right when the path is clear. On multi-lane roads, the far left lane is intended for use by faster vehicles passing slower vehicles. Question 78. Many crashes are caused by: Option A, drivers traveling too fast for conditions. Option B, drivers consistently checking their mirrors and blind spots. Option C, drivers yielding the right of way. Option D, drivers maintaining the 4-second following distance. The correct answer is option A, drivers traveling too fast for conditions. Explanation: many crashes are caused by drivers who are driving too fast for conditions. Always drive within the legal speed limits and decrease your speed anytime conditions are less than perfect. Question 79. When approaching a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must: Option A, stop 5 feet away from the bus. Option B, stop only if you see children are present. Option C, stop and remain stopped until it appears safe to proceed. Option D, stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn. The correct answer is option D. Stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn. Explanation: when a school bus stops with its lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must stop at least 10 feet away from the bus. Remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing, the stop arm has been withdrawn, and the children have reached a safe place. This is the law whether you are approaching the bus from behind, approaching it from the opposite direction, or approaching it at an intersection at which the school bus is stopped. Question 80. When you drive through an area where children are playing, you should expect them: Option A, to know when it is safe to cross the street. Option B, to stop at the curb before crossing the street. Option C, to run out in front of you without looking. Option D, not to cross the street unless they are with an adult. The correct answer is option C, to run out in front of you without looking. Explanation: you should always reduce your speed and use extra caution when children are in the vicinity. They may fail to understand the danger and may run out in front of you without looking. Question 81. When approaching a roundabout, you should always: Option A, increase your speed. Option B, maintain your speed. Option C, decrease your speed. Option D, come to a complete stop. The correct answer is option D, come to a complete stop. Explanation: when approaching a roundabout, slow down. A roundabout is designed to be driven at a low speed. If there are no other vehicles or pedestrians already within the roundabout, you may not need to come to a complete stop before entering. Question 82. You are approaching a railroad crossing and you do not see or hear a train. You must stop. Option A, if a stop sign is posted. Option B, if a crossing gate is lowered. Option C, if the crossing lights are flashing. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, if a stop sign is posted. Explanation: you must always stop before crossing railroad tracks if flashing red lights are activated, the crossing gate is lowered, a stop sign is posted, a flagger signals you to stop, or a train is visible or so close to the crossing that it would be hazardous to continue driving. If you are unsure if a train is too close for you to safely cross the tracks, stop. Never race a train. Question 83. If a traffic light at an intersection is broken or not functioning, you should: Option A, stop and wait for it to be repaired. Option B, stop and wait for a police officer to arrive. Option C, continue as if the intersection is a 4-way stop. Option D, continue as you normally would. The correct answer is option C, continue as if the intersection is a 4-way stop. Explanation: an intersection with a non-functioning traffic signal should be treated as a 4-way stop. Question 84. When you need to brake, how can you warn drivers behind you? Option A, tap on the brakes a couple of times. Option B, stick your arm out the window. Option C, swerve within your lane. Option D, change lanes. The correct answer is option A. Tap on the brakes a couple of times. Explanation. To warn drivers behind you that you are about to slow down, it may be a good idea to first lightly tap your brake pedal a few times to make the brake lights flash. Question 85. When entering an expressway, you should: Option A, bring your vehicle to a complete stop before merging with traffic. Option B, avoid coming to a complete stop before merging with traffic. Option C, assume other drivers will make space for your vehicle. Option D, bring your vehicle to a complete stop before entering the highway if no other vehicles are present. The correct answer is option B. Avoid coming to a complete stop before merging with traffic. Explanation. Unless absolutely necessary, you should always avoid bringing your vehicle to a complete stop before entering a high-speed expressway. Enter the expressway and merge with other traffic as safely as possible. Question 86. If another driver is tailgating you, you should: Option A, move into the left lane. Option B, speed up. Option C, increase the space in front of your vehicle. Option D, flash your lights. The correct answer is option C. Increase the space in front of your vehicle. Explanation. If you are being tailgated, it is advisable to open up the space in front of your vehicle, making it easier for the tailgater to get around you. Heating up may be counterproductive because the driver may continue to tailgate you at the higher speed, only increasing the danger. Question 87. During the day, if your vehicle is carrying a load that extends more than 4 feet beyond the rear of your vehicle, you should: Option A, attach 2 white reflectors to the sides of the load. Option B, attach a red flag to the rearmost point of the load. Option C, attach a red lamp to the side of the load. Option D, attach a yellow flag to the rearmost point of the load. The correct answer is option B. Attach a red flag to the rearmost point of the load. Explanation. If you are driving during the day while carrying a load that extends more than 4 feet beyond the rear of your vehicle, you are required to attach a red flag to the rearmost point of the load. The red flag should be at least 12 square inches. Question 88. When backing up, you should: Option A, rely only on your mirrors. Option B, look over your shoulder through the rear window. Option C, rely only on a backup camera. Option D, put your head out of the driver's side window. The correct answer is option B. Look over your shoulder through the rear window. Explanation. When backing up, turn your head over your shoulder and look through your rear window. Don't rely only on your rear mirror or backup camera. Question 89. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as: Option A, 1 pint of whiskey. Option B, a gallon of wine. Option C, a 6-pack of beer. Option D, 1 12-ounce can of beer. The correct answer is option D, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Explanation. It is important to remember that the average beer contains about the same amount of alcohol as the average drink of whiskey or wine. A 5-ounce glass of wine, 12% alcohol, a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, and 1.5 ounces of 86 proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. Our ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. Question 90. The speed limit in business zones is: Option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 30 miles per hour. Option D, 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 25 miles per hour. Explanation. Unless posted otherwise, the speed limit for passenger vehicles and motorcycles in business, residential, or school areas is 25 miles per hour. Question 91. When checking your tires during a pre-trip inspection, you should look for all of the following except: Option A, improper air pressure. Option B, cuts. Option C, valve stems without caps. Option D, mismatched tire sizes. The correct answer is option D, mismatched tire sizes. Explanation. When inspecting your tires for problems, you should check for air pressure that is too low or too high, cuts or other damage on the tires, and mismatched tire sizes. Question 92. You may turn right on red. Option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. Option D, before coming to a complete stop. The correct answer is option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation. You may turn right on a red light after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so, and if there is no sign prohibiting the turn on a red light. Be watchful for pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 93. When driving through a curve during the skills test, you should: Option A, veer from your lane if needed to complete the curve. Option B, reduce your speed after entering the curve. Option C, refrain from looking for other vehicles while turning. Option D, reduce your speed before entering the curve. The correct answer is option B, reduce your speed after entering the curve. Explanation. When approaching a curve during the on-road driving skills test, you must reduce your speed sufficiently before entering the curve so that you do not need to further brake or shift in the curve. Keep the vehicle in its lane and continue to check for traffic at all directions. Question 94. The brake pedal is part of which braking system? Option A, the service brake system. Option B, the parking brake system. Option C, the emergency brake system. Option D, the auxiliary brake system. The correct answer is option A, the service brake system. Explanation. The service brake system applies and releases the brakes when a driver presses the brake pedal while driving normally. Question 95. In a normal turn. Option A, lean your motorcycle more than your body. Option B, lean your motorcycle and your body at the same angle. Option C, do not lean. Option D, lean your body more than your motorcycle. The correct answer is option B, lean your motorcycle and your body at the same angle. Explanation. In a normal turn, the motorcycle and rider should lean at the same angle. In slow, tight turns, the rider should counterbalance the motorcycle by keeping their body straight up while the motorcycle leans. Question 96. A license will be suspended if a driver: Option A, refuses to submit to a chemical test. Option B, drives 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Option C, honks their horn in a residential area after midnight. Option D, does not turn off their high beam lights around another vehicle. The correct answer is option A, refuses to submit to a chemical test. Explanation. By operating a vehicle on Missouri roadways, a driver automatically consents to taking a chemical test to determine their blood alcohol concentration when requested by an officer. If a driver refuses the test, their license will be suspended for 1 year. Question 97. Headlights must be used. Option A, after 6 p.m. and before 7 a.m. Option B, after 7 p.m. and before 8 a.m. Option C, after 8 p.m. and before 7 a.m. during daylight savings time. Option D, from sunset to sunrise. The correct answer is option D, from sunset to sunrise. Explanation. You must have your headlights turned on when driving from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. Turn on your headlights when driving in lowered visibility situations. Question 98. Where should you never make a U-turn? Option A, at the crest of a hill. Option B, where you cannot see 500 feet in both directions. Option C, near a curve. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, at the crest of a hill. Explanation. Do not make a U-turn at the crest of a hill, near a curve, or in any other location where you cannot see 500 feet in both directions. You should only make a U-turn when it is safe to do so. Question 99. Allowing a space cushion between your vehicle and its surroundings is important because it: Option A, prevents distractions from other vehicles. Option B, allows you time to react to unexpected situations. Option C, keeps traffic flowing at a safe pace. Option D, keeps other drivers alert. The correct answer is option B, allows you time to react to unexpected situations. Explanation. The only way to be sure you will have enough time to react to mistakes made by other drivers is to leave plenty of space between you and the vehicles around you. Question 100. To avoid collisions with vehicles in your blind spots, you should: Option A, quickly turn your head to see if your blind spot is clear before changing lanes. Option B, adjust your rear view mirrors every few minutes. Option C, honk your horn right before turning or changing lanes. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option A, quickly turn your head to see if your blind spot is clear before changing lanes. Explanation. Before turning or changing lanes, turn your head and glance over your shoulder in the direction of your move to see if your blind spot is clear. Never rely on your mirrors alone. Question 101. People driving under the influence of alcohol are: Option A, not a problem in New York State. Option B, every driver's problem. Option C, a police enforcement problem only. Option D, only a problem to those who drink. The correct answer is option B, every driver's problem. Explanation. Every impaired or intoxicated driver is dangerous, both to themselves and to others on the road. Question 102. You should honk your horn when you: Option A, are traveling through an intersection. Option B, are passing a bicyclist. Option C, see a child who is about to run into the street. Option D, are parallel parking. The correct answer is option C, see a child who is about to run into the street. Explanation. Your horn should be used as a warning in situations where you think another driver or a pedestrian does not see you. For example, if a child begins to run into the street in front of your vehicle, you should sound your horn. Question 103. Which of the following is not a backing maneuver that you will be asked to perform during the basic control skills test? Option A, straight line backing. Option B, offset back right. Option C, offset back left. Option D, blind offset. The correct answer is option A, straight line backing. Explanation. Backing maneuvers that may be included in the basic vehicle control skills test include straight line backing, offset back right, offset back left, driver's side parallel parking, conventional parallel parking, and alley docking. Question 104. It is recommended that you take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to: Option A, start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Option B, start in the center of the curve and stay there until you exit. Option C, weave between all three lane positions while taking a curve. Option D, start on the inside of the curve and stay there until you exit. The correct answer is option A, start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Explanation. If there is no traffic present, it is recommended that riders take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to start the curve in the center of the lane and remain in the center throughout the curve. Be aware of changing road and traffic conditions and adjust as necessary. Question 105. It is illegal to follow within blank of an emergency vehicle that is sounding its alarm. Option A, 1 mile. Option B, 1,000 feet. Option C, 750 feet. Option D, 500 feet. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet. Explanation. Make room for ambulances, fire trucks, police cars, and other emergency vehicles. It is unlawful to follow within 500 feet of any fire truck responding to a fire alarm. Question 106. If the trailer begins to skid, the driver should: Option A, lock the brakes. Option B, release the brakes. Option C, steer in the opposite direction. Option D, accelerate. The correct answer is option B, release the brakes. Explanation. If your trailer starts to skid while you are braking, you should release the brakes and allow them to begin to regain traction. Once its wheels have regained their grip on the road, the trailer will begin to straighten out and follow the tractor. Question 107. You must not drive your vehicle at a speed greater than: Option A, the maximum speed limit. Option B, a speed that is faster than is reasonable and prudent. Option C, a speed that is safe for existing conditions. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, a speed that is faster than is reasonable and prudent. Explanation. You must not drive at a speed that is faster than is reasonable and prudent. You must drive at a speed that is appropriate for the area where you are driving, the type and condition of surrounding traffic, the presence of pedestrians, the weather, the quality of the road, and light conditions. You must drive within legal speed limits. Question 108. An anti-lock braking system ABS will: Option A, allow you to drive faster than you would be able to otherwise. Option B, allow you to follow other vehicles more closely than you would be able to otherwise. Option C, allow you to drive less carefully than you would be able to otherwise. Option D, not decrease your stopping distance. The correct answer is option D, not decrease your stopping distance. Explanation. Anti-lock braking systems ABS will help you to maintain control during hard braking. ABS will not necessarily shorten your stopping distance. Question 109. How should drivers use a shared center lane when traveling on a multi-lane roadway with traffic moving in opposite directions? Option A, to pass other vehicles. Option B, to slow down or stop before turning left. Option C, as an additional travel lane when traffic is moving slowly. Option D, as a parking lane. The correct answer is option B, to slow down or stop before turning left. Explanation. A driver may enter a shared center lane at a point on the roadway where their vehicle will have time to slow down or stop in order to make a safe left turn maneuver. A center turn lane is not a travel lane and may not be used for passing. Question 110. When driving to an unfamiliar area, you, Option A, should depend on road signs to find your way. Option B, should plan your trip in advance. Option C, only have to know generally where your destination is. Option D, should always choose the most direct route. The correct answer is option B, should plan your trip in advance. Explanation. When driving to an unfamiliar area, plan your trip in advance. Don't start with only a hazy idea of where you are going. If your destination is in an unfamiliar area, check the location on a map before you start to drive. Question 111. Your lane position should do all of the following except Option A, increase your ability to see and be seen. Option B, avoid other drivers' blind spots. Option C, avoid surface hazards. Option D, prevent access to an escape route. The correct answer is option B, avoid other drivers' blind spots. Explanation. A properly chosen lane position should provide a number of benefits, including an increased ability to see others and to be seen. It should help you avoid wind blasts, other drivers' blind spots, and surface hazards. Your lane position should discourage other drivers from trying to share your lane and provide you with an escape route should a hazard arise. Question 112. It is against the law to park within blank feet of a fire hydrant. Option A, 10. Option B, 15. Option C, 20. Option D, 25. The correct answer is option A, 10. Explanation. It is against the law to park within 10 feet of a fire hydrant. Question 113. How can you prevent drowsiness before a trip? Option A, get about 4 hours of sleep. Option B, plan stopping points into your trip in advance. Option C, drive alone. Option D, schedule long trips at night. The correct answer is option B, plan stopping points into your trip in advance. Explanation. To prevent drowsiness on a long trip, strategies include getting adequate sleep beforehand, planning out the route and stopping points in advance, driving with a passenger, and driving at times during which you are normally awake. Question 114. When should you use a 3-point turnabout? Option A, anytime. Option B, when driving in heavy traffic. Option C, only when driving on a street that is too narrow for you to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. Option D, when driving on a one-lane, one-way street. The correct answer is option C, only when driving on a street that is too narrow for you to make a U-turn and you cannot go around the block. Explanation. A 3-point turnabout is the most difficult and dangerous way to perform a turnabout. Use it only when the road is too narrow for you to safely make a U-turn and you are not able to go around the block. This type of turn should only be used on a 2-lane roadway. Question 115. If you are driving a slow-moving vehicle in a no-passing zone on a road with 2 lanes traveling in opposite directions, you should pull over to let others pass if Option A, 1 vehicle is behind you. Option B, 2 or more vehicles form a line behind you and it's unsafe for them to pass. Option C, 5 or more vehicles form a line behind you and it's unsafe for them to pass. Option D, the road is posted with slow-moving vehicle signs. The correct answer is option B. 2 or more vehicles form a line behind you and it's unsafe for them to pass. Explanation. If you are driving a slow-moving vehicle on a 2-lane road where it is unsafe to pass and 5 or more vehicles are in a line behind you, you must pull over and stop to let them pass, if it is safe for you to do so. Question 116. The sign with this shape and color is a blank sign. Option A, no passing zone. Option B, wrong way. Option C, railroad crossing. Option D, stop. The correct answer is option A, no passing zone. Explanation. Pennant-shaped warning signs like this are only used to indicate a no passing zone. Question 117. You may turn right on red if you: Option A, stop first and check for traffic and pedestrians. Option B, are facing a red arrow. Option C, are in the left lane. Option D, slow down first. The correct answer is option A. Stop first and check for traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. Unless a posted sign prohibits turning right on red, you may turn right at a steady red light. You must first come to a complete stop and yield to pedestrians and other traffic. Question 118. When traveling down a steep downgrade: Option A, the air brakes should be used. Option B, shift into a lower gear, then use brakes to supplement the braking effect of the engine. Option C, the vehicle should be continually downshifted in the place of using the brakes. Option D, the vehicle should be driven on the shoulder. The correct answer is option B. Shift into a lower gear, then use brakes to supplement the braking effect of the engine. Explanation. On a downgrade, the braking effect of the engine should be your primary method of controlling speed. Shift down to a lower gear before starting down the hill, and save the brakes for additional slowing or stopping that may be required by road or traffic conditions. Question 119. If you reach an intersection where you wish to turn but you are not in the proper lane, you should: Option A, quickly cut across traffic to make your turn. Option B, turn on your blinker and make the turn from your current lane. Option C, drive to the next intersection and make your turn then. Option D, safely change lanes then put your vehicle in reverse to go back to the intersection. The correct answer is option C. Drive to the next intersection and make your turn then. Explanation. Never make last-minute turns. If you reach an intersection where you wish to turn but you are not in the proper lane to make the turn, drive to the next intersection and then make the turn from the proper lane. Question 120. Traffic regulations require drivers to display a turn signal for at least blank before making a turn or lane change. Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 75 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 25 feet. The correct answer is option C, 100 feet. Explanation. Turn signals must be displayed for at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. It is advisable to signal for a greater distance when driving at increased speeds. Question 121. When traveling more slowly than 40 miles per hour on a limited access highway, you should: Option A, drive on the shoulder. Option B, use your high beams. Option C, sound your horn to warn others. Option D, use your four-way flashers. The correct answer is option D. Use your four-way flashers. Explanation. If you must drive below 40 miles per hour on a limited access highway, you should use your hazard four-way flashers to warn the drivers behind you. Question 122. Crossover mirrors help a school bus driver see: Option A, the front bumper danger zones. Option B, the rear bumper. Option C, the left side of the bus. Option D, vehicles in front of the bus. The correct answer is option C, the left side of the bus. Explanation. Crossover mirrors are used to help a driver see the danger zone area directly in front of a school bus, as well as the danger zone areas to the left and right sides of the bus, including the area from the front of the bus to the service door. Question 123. The good rule to remember for passing is: Option A, pass on the right whenever possible. Option B, drive with the flow of traffic and pass only as needed. Option C, try to get to the front of any slow-moving traffic so that you can see better. Option D, always flash your lights and sound your horn to alert other drivers to your intentions. The correct answer is option B. Drive with the flow of traffic and pass only as needed. Explanation. Each time you pass another vehicle, there is an increased chance for a collision. If you are moving faster than surrounding traffic, you will have to continue passing others. Drive with the flow of traffic, within the legal speed limit, and pass only as needed. Question 124. The top type of vehicular crash involving 16-year-old drivers in Pennsylvania is: Option A, single vehicle run off the road. Option B, being sideswiped on an interstate. Option C, driving in reverse on a side street. Option D, driving on the shoulder of a highway. The correct answer is option A, single vehicle run off the road. Explanation. The most frequent crash type in which 16-year-old drivers in Pennsylvania are involved is a single vehicle run off-the-road crash. From 2009 to 2011, there were 2,293 crashes and 45 people killed. Question 125. It is recommended that you take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to: Option A, start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Option B, start in the center of the curve and stay there until you exit. Option C, weave between all three lane positions while taking a curve. Option D, start on the inside of the curve and stay there until you exit. The correct answer is option A. Start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Explanation. If there is no traffic present, it is recommended that riders take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to start the curve in the center of the lane and remain in the center throughout the curve. Be aware of changing road and traffic conditions and adjust as necessary. Question 126. If your front tire goes flat while you are riding, Option A, apply the front brake. Option B, you will not be able to control the motorcycle. Option C, apply the rear brake and steer to the edge of the road. Option D, steer to the right and apply both brakes. The correct answer is option A. Apply the front brake. Explanation. If one of your tires goes flat while you are riding, ease off the throttle to slow down. If you must brake, gradually apply the brake of the tire that isn't flat if you are certain of which one that is. As you slow down, edge to the side of the road, squeeze the clutch and stop. Question 127. Bicyclists must refrain from: Option A, carrying passengers, unless the bicycle is equipped to do so. Option B, riding on the sidewalk in every location. Option C, riding at night. Option D, riding in the roadway in a business district. The correct answer is option A, carrying passengers unless the bicycle is equipped to do so. Explanation. Bicyclists are not allowed to ride on the sidewalk in business districts. In other areas, bicyclists may ride on sidewalks as long as they stay at speeds of 10 miles per hour or slower and always yield the right of way to pedestrians. Bicyclists may ride at night if they have a headlight and rear reflector. Bicyclists should never transport passengers unless the bicycle is equipped to do so. Question 128. Escape ramps are: Option A, ramps to exit the interstate quickly. Option B, ramps connecting 4-lane highways and 2-lane highways. Option C, ramps that can be used by stop runaway vehicles on steep downhills. Option D, ramps that cannot be used by automobiles. The correct answer is option C, ramps that can be used by stop runaway vehicles on steep downhills. Explanation. Escape ramps are constructed in areas with steep downgrades to allow a means of safely stopping runaway vehicles. They consist of a long bed of loose, soft material and sometimes an uphill slope. Question 129. The two indicators that determine when you should upshift are: Option A, engine speed and road speed. Option B, other trucks and road conditions. Option C, timing and road position. Option D, oil pressure and air brake pressure. The correct answer is option A, engine speed and road speed. Explanation. There are two indicators that determine when you need to shift into a higher gear. One indicator is the engine speed RPM. You should read your vehicle's manual to learn its RPM range and shift up when you reach the top of that range. The other indicator is road speed (mph). You should learn which speeds each gear can accommodate, and keep an eye on the speedometer and shift up as needed. Question 130. Unless a sign prohibits it, you may turn right on a red light if you: Option A, stop and turn from the lane farthest to the right. Option B, yield to pedestrians before turning. Option C, use your turn signal. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, yield to pedestrians before turning. Explanation. You may turn right during a red light if no signs prohibit it. When turning on red, come to a complete stop, activate your turn signal, yield to all traffic and pedestrians, and then proceed safely. Any turn should be made from the lane closest to the direction of the turn. Question 131. Passing is not allowed within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 500 feet. Option B, 100 feet. Option C, 200 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option B, 100 feet. Explanation. Passing is not permitted within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. Be sure to only pass where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle. Question 132. You are driving in the right lane on an expressway. You should move into the left lane when Option A. Traffic is heavy but moving steadily. Option B. The weather is bad and roads are slippery. Option C. Traffic is slow in your lane and cars are in the left lane. Option D. Traffic is light and cars are merging onto the expressway from the right. The correct answer is option C. Traffic is slow in your lane and cars are in the left lane. Explanation. You should always watch for merging vehicles when on an expressway. Adjusting your speed or moving into another lane will ensure that other drivers can enter smoothly and safely. Question 133. What should you do with loose objects in your motor vehicle? Option A. Place them on the back seat. Option B. Put them on the floor near the driver's seat. Option C. Secure them to avoid additional driving hazards. Option D. Keep them on a back shelf in your vehicle. The correct answer is option D. Keep them on a back shelf in your vehicle. Explanation. Make sure that there are no packages or other objects on the rear shelf or back seat that could injure someone in the event of a sudden stop or crash. Make sure there are no objects on the floor that could roll under the brake pedal or accelerator and interfere with your safe driving. Secure all loose objects in the vehicle before driving. Question 134. Under ideal driving conditions, a driver should maintain a minimum following distance of Option A. 1 second. Option B. 2 seconds. Option C. 3 seconds. Option D. 10 seconds. The correct answer is option C. 3 seconds. Explanation. To help you maintain a safe following distance, you should follow the 3-second plus rule. If the vehicle in front of you passes an object 3 seconds before your vehicle reaches the same object, you are likely driving with a safe following distance. Extend your following distance anytime conditions are less than ideal. Question 135. What does a lane control signal with a steady yellow X above a reversible lane indicate? Option A. The signal is about to change to a red X. Option B. The signal is about to change to a green arrow. Option C. Drivers may drive normally in this lane. Option D. Drivers may drive slowly in this lane. The correct answer is option A. The signal is about to change to a red X. Explanation. Lane control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane control signal contains a steady yellow X, drivers should clear the indicated lane because the signal is about to change to a red X. Question 136. When should drivers drive across or park on a median? Option A. When they need to rest. Option B. When they need to make a phone call. Option C. When they want to turn around. Option D. They should never drive into a median. The correct answer is option D. They should never drive into a median. Explanation. Never drive across or park on a median. It is unsafe to do so. Question 137. When checking the engine compartment, you should check all of the following except Option A. The engine oil level. Option B. The coolant level in the radiator. Option C. The windshield washer fluid level. Option D. The fuel level. The correct answer is option C. The windshield washer fluid level. Explanation. When inspecting your vehicle's engine compartment, be sure to check the oil level, the radiator coolant level, and the condition of the hoses, the power steering fluid level and the condition of the hoses, if applicable, the windshield washer fluid level, the battery connections, fluid level and tie downs, the automatic transmission fluid level, and the condition and tightness of the belts. Additionally, check for any leaks in the engine compartment and cracked or worn electrical wiring insulation. Question 138. You may not park within blank of a crosswalk. Option A. 20 feet. Option B. 30 feet. Option C. 40 feet. Option D. 50 feet. The correct answer is option 20 feet. Explanation. Drivers may not park within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 139. When is it illegal to drive below the speed limit? Option A. When driving slowly disrupts the normal flow of traffic. Option B. When in heavy traffic in a construction zone. Option C. Only when driving in rural areas. Option D. when driving under adverse weather conditions. The correct answer is option A. When driving slowly disrupts the normal flow of traffic. Explanation. It is illegal to drive so slowly that you disrupt the normal flow of traffic. You may receive a citation for driving too slowly. Question 140. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means option A. The speed limit is decreasing. Option B. The road is narrowing. Option C. The road is getting wider. Option D. The speed limit is increasing. The correct answer is option B. The road is narrowing. Explanation. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means the road ahead is becoming narrower. Be sure to merge safely. Question 141. Conviction of which of the following carries the highest number of points? Option A. Driving recklessly. Option B. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Option C. Illegal passing. Option D. Passing a stopped school bus. The correct answer is option B. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Explanation. Passing a stopped school bus carries 5 points. Reckless driving 4 points. Driving on the wrong side of the road 4 points. And passing illegally 4 points. Question 142. When going through a curve you should. Option A. Always stay in the same portion of the lane throughout the entire curve. Option B. Always stay in the left portion of the lane throughout the entire curve. Option C. Always stay in the right portion of the lane throughout the entire curve. Option D. Remember that the best path may not follow the curve of the road. The correct answer is option D. Remember that the best path may not follow the curve of the road. Explanation. Road and traffic conditions can change at any time. Always be prepared to change your lane position as appropriate no matter where you are on a roadway. The best path through a curve does not necessarily follow the curve of the road. Question 143. Passive railroad crossings. Option A. Have control devices. Option B. Do not have control devices. Option C. Should be avoided. Option D. Usually have a flagger directing traffic. The correct answer is option A. Have control devices. Explanation. Passive railroad crossings are not controlled by any traffic control devices. At such crossings, it is entirely a driver's responsibility to determine when it is safe to cross the tracks. Question 144. The most important thing to remember when backing a car is to Option A. Look carefully behind your vehicle and yield to other vehicles and pedestrians. Option B. Keep one foot on the brake while backing. Option C. Only rely on the rear view mirror while backing. Option D. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. The correct answer is option A. Look carefully behind your vehicle and yield to other vehicles and pedestrians. Explanation. Before backing up, you should turn to look directly through the rear window to check for hazards. Do not rely only on your mirrors. You should look left and right and yield to any vehicles, bicyclists, or pedestrians. Question 145. You must pull over to the edge of the road and allow an emergency vehicle to pass. Option A. Regardless of your direction. Option B. Only if it is following you. Option C. Only if it is approaching you from the opposite direction. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is option C. Only if it is approaching you from the opposite direction. Explanation. You must pull over to the right edge of the road and stop for an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, regardless of whether it is approaching you from behind or from the opposite direction. Question 146. You may never park. Option A. On a one-way street. Option B. At the entrance of a building. Option C. In a crosswalk. Option D. Within 50 feet of a fire hydrant. The correct answer is option C. In a crosswalk. Explanation. It is illegal to park, stop, or stand within a crosswalk. Parking is prohibited within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Question 147. Lanes of traffic moving in the same direction are divided by blank lines. Option A. Yellow. Option B. White. Option C. Red. Option D. Black. The correct answer is option B. White. Explanation. Solid white lines are used to separate lanes traveling in the same direction as well as to mark the right edge of the road. Broken white lines separate lanes traveling in the same direction and may be crossed to pass. Yellow lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 148. After a collision, you should Option A. Stop your vehicle at or near the collision site. If you can move your vehicle, get it off the road. Option B, stand or walk in traffic lanes to wait for help to arrive. Option C, try to remove power lines if there are power lines down with wires in the road. Option D, move the injured, even if they're not in a burning vehicle or in immediate danger. The correct answer is option A. Stop your vehicle at or near the collision site. If you can move your vehicle, get it off the road. Explanation. Following a collision that only damages a vehicle or other property, move the vehicle off the roadway to a suitable location as soon as it is possible to do so. For all other collisions, you must stop your vehicle at or near the collision site. Question 149. It is against the law for anyone under the age of 21 to blank alcohol. Option A, wear clothing advertising. Option B, be in the presence of. Option C, consume. Option D, serve. The correct answer is option C, consume. Explanation. It is against the law for anyone under 21 to buy or consume alcohol, have it in their possession, or have it in a vehicle that they are driving. Question 150. You may turn right on red. Option A, if there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option A, if there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation. At an intersection with a solid red traffic signal, you may turn right after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so, and if there is no sign prohibiting turns on a red light. Be careful of pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 151. When a curb is painted blank, it indicates a loading zone or another parking restriction. Option A, blue. Option B, yellow. Option C, white. Option D, red. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted yellow, it indicates the presence of a loading zone or another parking restriction. Question 152. The consumption of alcohol while taking drugs can. Option A, decrease the effects of the drugs and alcohol. Option B, increase the effects of both the drugs and alcohol. Option C, help cure your illness. Option D, improve your driving ability. The correct answer is option B, increase the effects of both the drugs and alcohol. Explanation. Combination of alcohol and drugs, in some cases, can increase the effects of both the drugs and alcohol. It can be unsafe to drive after consuming either alcohol or drugs, and is even more dangerous after combining them. Question 153. When a brake pedal is pressed and the S-cam is turned, the S-cam. Option A, presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Option B, tightens the brake drum onto the axle. Option C, presses the brake lining against the wheel. Option D, releases air from the air tanks. The correct answer is option A, presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Explanation. When a brake pedal is pressed and the S-cam is turned, the S-cam presses the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. This causes friction and will cause the vehicle to slow. Question 154. When you want to overtake and pass another vehicle, you should. Option A, wait for a signal from the other driver. Option B, change lanes quickly so the other driver will see you. Option C, signal and pass when it is safe to do so. Option D, stay close behind the vehicle so you need less time to pass. The correct answer is option C, signal and pass when it is safe to do so. Explanation. If conditions are safe and legal for passing, check in your mirrors and signal your lane change. Before you pull into the left lane, look quickly over your left shoulder to make sure there is no vehicle in your blind spot. Question 155. Which of the following is not good safety tip? Option A, slow to a safe speed before turning. Option B, when turning, lean in the direction you wish to go. Option C, avoid dragging your feet on the roadway. Option D, avoid looking at other vehicles. The correct answer is option A, slow to a safe speed before turning. Explanation. Slow to a safe speed before beginning a turn and lean in the direction of the turn. Don't drag your feet on the roadway, as you could lose control if they catch on something. Always scan the roadway for other traffic. Question 156. Which vehicles must stop at all railroad crossings? Option A, pickup trucks. Option B, school buses and occupied passenger buses. Option C, motorcycles. Option D, vehicles towing a trailer. The correct answer is option B, school buses and occupied passenger buses. Explanation: school buses with or without passengers, transit buses with passengers on board, and vehicles carrying explosives or flammable cargo must stop at all railroad crossings. Question 157. The controlled braking method is: Option A, when the driver locks the wheels and steers. Option B, when the driver uses the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Option C, when the driver only slightly taps the brakes. Option D, when the driver downshifts the gears to brake. The correct answer is option B, when the driver uses the brakes as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Explanation: the method of controlled braking involves applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. If you need to make large steering adjustments while using controlled braking, you should remove your foot from the brake pedal, steer, then reapply the brakes. Question 158. To enter a freeway. Option A, signal, yield to existing traffic, and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Option B, signal and enter the freeway. Freeway traffic must yield. Option C, drive slowly so you can check traffic. Option D, always come to a complete stop first. The correct answer is option A, signal, yield to existing traffic, and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Explanation: when merging into traffic, you should signal and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Always yield to other traffic when entering a roadway. Question 159. Railroad crossings should always be considered. Option A, safe to cross, as it is unlikely that a train will be coming. Option B, dangerous. Option C, safe locations to park a car. Option D, a place where it is required to stop. The correct answer is option B, dangerous. Explanation: railroad crossings are always dangerous. Drivers should always look and listen for trains approaching from either direction on all railroad tracks. Always follow the directions indicated by signs, signals, and flaggers. Never proceed past a railroad crossing until you are certain it is safe to do so. Question 160. What is the only way to reduce your blood alcohol concentration? Option A, drink coffee. Option B, exercise. Option C, allow your body time to get rid of the alcohol. Option D, take a cold shower. The correct answer is option B, exercise. Explanation: the only method that effectively reduces your BFE is to not drink alcohol for a period of time. Coffee, exercise, and cold showers cannot reduce your BFE or change the effects of alcohol. They can help you remain awake, but they cannot change your BFE or make you sober. Question 161. Drivers may not park within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 65 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 80 feet. The correct answer is option A, 50 feet. Explanation: you should not park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. An improperly parked vehicle may cause a crash. Question 162. If your bus's anti-lock braking system ABS stops working. Option A, you will not have any working brakes. Option B, the brakes will react more slowly than usual. Option C, you will still have normal braking power. Option D, you should not brake. The correct answer is option C, you will still have normal braking power. Explanation: if its anti-lock braking system ABS is not working, a vehicle will still retain its normal braking power. The driver should continue to drive and brake in a normal fashion. Question 163. When driving a vehicle equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS, you should: Option A, stop harder than you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. Option B, use extra braking force to ensure the ABS kicks in. Option C, brake as you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. Option D, brake with less force than you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. The correct answer is option C, brake as you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. Explanation: when driving a tractor-trailer combination that is equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS, you should brake in the same manner that you would if the vehicle was not equipped with ABS. Question 164. In a slow, tight turn, you should: Option A, lean the motorcycle only and keep your body straight. Option B, keep the motorcycle straight and lean your body. Option C, lean both the motorcycle and your body. Option D, not lean either your body or the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A. Lean the motorcycle only and keep your body straight. Explanation. In a normal turn, the motorcycle and rider should lean together. However, in a slow, tight turn, the motorcycle should lean while the rider keeps their body straight up to counterbalance. Question 165. If confronted by an aggressive driver, you should: option A, try to get out of their way. Option B, avoid making eye contact. Option C, ignore their hand gestures. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Try to get out of their way. Explanation. If confronted by an aggressive driver, the most important thing to do is try to get out of their way. Avoid making eye contact with the driver and do not let yourself be provoked by gestures. Do not try to challenge aggressive drivers by speeding up. Question 166. Foundation brakes are used. Option A, only at the front wheels. Option B, only at the rear wheels. Option C, only at the driver's side wheels. Option D, at each wheel. The correct answer is option D, at each wheel. Explanation. Foundation brakes are used at each wheel. The most common type is the scam drum brake. Question 167. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other. Option A, it is always safe to proceed after one train passes. Option B, you must always stop before crossing the tracks. Option C, when one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. Option D, honk your horn as you cross the tracks. The correct answer is option C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. Explanation. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other, watch for a second approaching train after one train passes. Do not begin to cross the tracks until you're sure no train is approaching from either direction on either track. Question 168. You are involved in an accident. You should: option A, stop immediately. Option B, help the injured. Option C, call the police. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Stop immediately. Explanation. If involved in an accident, you should stop your vehicle immediately. If possible, move the vehicle out of the way of traffic. Call the nearest police agency and ask for an ambulance, if necessary. Do not move the injured unnecessarily, but attempt to stop severe bleeding with direct pressure. Wait for emergency vehicles to arrive. Question 169. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as: option A, 1 pint of whiskey. Option B, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Option C, a gallon of wine. Option D, a 6-pack of beer. The correct answer is option B, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Explanation. A 5-ounce glass of wine, 12% alcohol, a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, and 1.5 ounces of 86 proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. A person's ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. Question 170. Your tire blows out while you are driving. You should: option A, slam on your brakes. Option B, hold your steering wheel tightly and slow to a stop. Option C, keep driving normally. Option D, turn on your emergency flashers and continue driving. The correct answer is option A. Slam on your brakes. Explanation. If you experience a tire blow out, do not immediately apply the brakes. Grip the steering wheel firmly and steer to remain in your traffic lane. Reduce your speed gradually by releasing the accelerator and staying off the brakes. Once you are moving very slowly, apply the brakes slightly and pull off the road into a safe area. Question 171. What does this hand signal mean? Option A, slow or stop. Option B, left turn. Option C, right turn. Option D, backing up. The correct answer is option A, slow or stop. Explanation. Instead of or in addition to mechanical turn signals, operators may use hand signals to indicate turns or stops. If an operator's left arm is bent at the elbow and pointing downward, it means the operator plans to slow down or stop. Question 172. Fueling with passengers on board. Option A, is encouraged during long trips. Option B, should only be done if absolutely necessary. Option C, is not a concern as long as the passengers stay inside the bus. Option D, should be done to show the passengers that there's enough fuel to get to the next stop. The correct answer is option C. Is not a concern as long as the passengers stay inside the bus. Explanation. You should not refuel a bus while passengers are on board, unless it is absolutely necessary to do so. In particular, never refuel a bus carrying passengers while inside an enclosed building. Question 173. In bad weather, increase your following distance to. Option A, 4 seconds. Option B, 3 seconds. Option C, 2 seconds. Option D, 1 second. The correct answer is option A, 4 seconds. Explanation. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you will have to react if another driver makes a mistake. Keep a minimum following distance of 4 seconds when driving under poor weather and traffic conditions. Question 174. To change lanes you should. Option A, check your mirrors and signal, then change lanes. Option B, signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. Option C, signal, check your mirrors and change lanes. Option D, signal and change lanes. The correct answer is option B. Signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. Explanation. Before changing lanes, you should activate your turn signal in the appropriate direction and check your rear view and side mirrors. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move in order to check your blind spot and check the far lane to be sure no one else is trying to enter the same lane as you. Change lanes when you are sure it is safe to do so. Question 175. You should allow extra space between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead of you when. Option A, your car is cold. Option B, there are no vehicles behind you. Option C, you are following a motorcycle. Option D, you are listening to the radio. The correct answer is option C. You are following a motorcycle. Explanation. You should allow for a lengthened following distance in front of your vehicle when following a motorcycle. The additional space is needed to ensure that you do not hit the motorcycle rider if they fall off. Question 176. On slippery roads you should. Option A, pass vehicles if they aren't driving the speed limit. Option B, adjust driving to match the conditions. Option C, drive on the shoulder. Option D, accelerate and decelerate frequently. The correct answer is option A, pass vehicles if they aren't driving the speed limit. Explanation. Make sure to drive slowly and smoothly on slippery roads. Do not pass slower vehicles unless it is necessary to do so. Avoid frequently changing your speed under such conditions. Question 177. You may drive in a high occupancy vehicle HOV lane if. Option A, you are driving faster than the flow of traffic. Option B, you are driving more slowly than the flow of traffic. Option C, your vehicle has multiple occupants. Option D, you are trying to get somewhere quickly. The correct answer is option C. Your vehicle has multiple occupants. Explanation. Some highways reserve the left lane for vehicles with multiple occupants. These high occupancy vehicle HOV lanes are identified by signs and diamond pavement symbols. Question 178. What is sleep debt? Option A, when you fall behind on sleep. Option B, when you want to take a nap. Option C, excess sleep. Option D, the amount of time it takes to get ready to drive after sleeping. The correct answer is option A, when you fall behind on sleep. Explanation. You can build up a debt of sleep if you do not sleep for adequate amounts of time. You can only catch up on the time that you owe by getting more sleep. Question 179. Activate your turn signal at least blank before turning. Option A, 200 feet. Option B, 350 feet. Option C, 120 yards. Option D, 1 mile. The correct answer is option A, 200 feet. Explanation. When changing lanes or preparing for a turn, you must signal your intention to do so at least 200 feet prior to beginning your lane change or turn. You must begin to signal at least 300 feet before the turn if operating a vehicle at speeds above 50 miles per hour. Question 180. You may not pass other vehicles within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 200 feet. Option C, 250 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option A, 100 feet. Explanation. Drivers should not pass other vehicles within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 181. Traffic signals sometimes display arrows to control turns from specific lanes. A solid yellow arrow. Option A is never used as a traffic signal. Option B has the same meaning as a circular yellow traffic light. Option C means that drivers may turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. Option D tells drivers that a green arrow is about to be shown. The correct answer is option B. Has the same meaning as a circular yellow traffic light. Explanation. A solid yellow arrow has the same meaning as a yellow traffic light. When approaching a solid yellow arrow, you must reduce your speed and prepare for a red light. Question 182. When approaching a T intersection, drivers: Option A should yield the right of way to cross traffic. Option B have the right of way. Option C should force their way into traffic. Option D should back up and turn around. The correct answer is option A. Should yield the right of way to cross traffic. Explanation. When approaching a T intersection while traveling on the street ending at the intersection, you must stop and yield the right of way to vehicles on the crossroad. Only proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 183. On which side of a vehicle should drivers maintain a space cushion? Option A, only to the front of the vehicle. Option B, only to the back of the vehicle. Option C, only to the left and right of the vehicle. Option D, all sides of the vehicle. The correct answer is option D, all sides of the vehicle. Explanation. The only way you can be sure you will have enough time to react to the movements of other drivers is by leaving plenty of space between your car and the cars around you. In general, you should try to keep a cushion of space on all sides of your motor vehicle. Question 184. You may drive in an HOV lane if: Option A, you are driving more quickly than the flow of traffic. Option B, you are driving more slowly than the flow of traffic. Option C, your vehicle has multiple occupants. Option D, you are trying to get somewhere quickly. The correct answer is option C. Your vehicle has multiple occupants. Explanation. Some highways reserve the left lane for vehicles with multiple occupants. These high occupancy vehicle HOV lanes are identified by signs and diamond pavement symbols. Question 185. You should not park within blank of an intersection. Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 30 feet. Option C, 35 feet. Option D, 45 feet. The correct answer is option A, 20 feet. Explanation. You should not park within 20 feet of an intersection. An improperly parked vehicle may cause a crash. Question 186. Blank limit your concentration, perception, judgment, and memory. Option A. Only a blood alcohol level greater than the legal limit can. Option B. Alcohol does not. Option C. Even the smallest amount of alcohol can. Option D. Only a blood alcohol level greater than 0.05% can. The correct answer is option C. Even the smallest amount of alcohol can. Explanation. Even the smallest amount of alcohol will reduce your concentration, perception, judgment, and memory, and your driving skills will suffer. No one can drink and drive safely. Question 187. You are driving on a multi-lane highway and wish to change lanes. You must signal your intentions. Option A, immediately before changing lanes. Option B, only during the lane change. Option C, at least 50 feet before beginning to change lanes. Option D, at least 100 feet before beginning to change lanes. The correct answer is option D, at least 100 feet before beginning to change lanes. Explanation. Signals must be given for at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. This is approximately the length of 5 cars. It is advisable to signal for a greater distance when driving at higher speeds. Question 188. When driving, you should look blank ahead of your vehicle. Option A, 1 minute. Option B, 45 seconds. Option C, 15 to 20 seconds. Option D, 10 seconds. The correct answer is option C, 15 to 20 seconds. Explanation. Watch 15 to 20 seconds ahead of your vehicle for cars braking, turning, or entering and exiting the road. This helps to prevent sudden stops and turns. Question 189. When backing up to couple a trailer, you should position the tractor. Option A, at a 90-degree angle in front of the trailer. Option B, directly in front of the trailer. Option C, at a 30-degree angle in front of the trailer. Option D, at a 60-degree angle in front of the trailer. The correct answer is option B, directly in front of the trailer. Explanation. When backing up to couple a trailer, you should position the tractor directly in front of the trailer. Trying to couple while backing at an angle could cause the trailer to move and the landing gear to break. Question 190. If you fail the driving test 3 times. Option A, the examiner will give you a driving skills examination report. Option B, you must send your examination report to the Department of Revenue. Option C, the Department of Revenue will require driver training. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. You must send your examination report to the Department of Revenue. Explanation. If you fail the driving test 3 times, no further tests will be allowed without written authorization from the Department of Revenue. The examiner will give you a form that you must send to the department. After you send the form to the department, you will receive a letter from the department requiring additional behind the wheel driver training. Question 191. Highway hypnosis is a driving condition that can result from Option A, staring at the roadway for long periods of time. Option B, frequent rest stops. Option C, too much sleep the night before your trip. Option D, short trips on expressways. The correct answer is option A, staring at the roadway for long periods of time. Explanation. Highway hypnosis happens when you stare straight ahead at the roadway for long periods of time and stop actively scanning ahead, behind, and around your vehicle. This can lead you to zone out, making you very likely to crash into traffic slowing or stopping ahead of you. Question 192. When may you proceed through an intersection that has a stop sign, but no stop line or crosswalk? Option A, after slowing down to verify that there is no cross traffic. Option B, after coming to a complete stop and verifying that it is safe to proceed. Option C, after you have stopped at least 20 feet prior to the intersection. Option D, after slowing down to a speed of 10 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, after coming to a complete stop and verifying that it is safe to proceed. Explanation. Stop before the stop line or crosswalk at any intersection that is controlled by a stop sign. If there is a stop sign but no stop line or crosswalk, stop before entering the intersection and proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 193. This is a blank sign. Option A, stop. Option B, wrong way. Option C, yield. Option D, do not enter. The correct answer is option C, yield. Explanation. This triangular sign is a yield sign. When you see this sign, you must slow down to check for traffic and yield the right of way to pedestrians and approaching cross traffic. Stop only if it is necessary to do so. Question 194. When making a right turn, you should not. Option A, signal to other drivers. Option B, swing too wide for your lane. Option C, slow down. Option D, move to the far right lane. The correct answer is option C, slow down. Explanation. You should slow down and activate your right turn signal before making a right turn. Be careful not to turn too wide for your lane, as this may interfere with other vehicles. Question 195. Certain highway signs require drivers to obey an indicated instruction. Such signs are known as Option A, regulatory signs. Option B, warning signs. Option C, information signs. Option D, guide signs. The correct answer is option A, regulatory signs. Explanation. Regulatory signs require drivers to obey an indicated instruction. Failure to comply is subject to penalty. Question 196. A cardboard box on the road. Option A is not considered a hazard. Option D should be avoided by driving off the roadway. Option C could damage vehicle parts. Option D will improve tires' traction. The correct answer is option C, could damage vehicle parts. Explanation. Any foreign object on the road is potentially dangerous. For example, something seemingly harmless, such as a cardboard box or a paper sack, could contain a hard or heavy object that could do serious damage to a vehicle. Question 197. What do outside crossover mirrors allow a driver to see? Option A, the front bumper. Option B, the rear bumper. Option C, the right side of the bus. Option D, the left side of the bus. The correct answer is option C, the right side of the bus. Explanation. Crossover mirrors are used to help a school bus driver see the danger zone area directly in front of the bus, as well as the danger zone areas to the left and right sides of the bus, including the area from the front of the bus to the service door. Question 198. If an aggressive driver cuts you off, you should: Option A, call the police immediately. Option B, stay calm and move out of the aggressive driver's way. Option C, flash your vehicle's lights to let the aggressive driver know he is wrong. Option D, use a driving action of your own to get back at the aggressive driver. The correct answer is option B. Stay calm and move out of the aggressive driver's way. Explanation: if an aggressive driver cuts you off on the roadway, stay calm and get out of their way. Trying to get even with an aggressive driver risks escalating the situation and increasing the danger. Question 199. Where should you never make a U-turn? Option A, at the crest of a hill. Option B, near a curve. Option C, where drivers cannot see you for 500 feet in both directions. Option D, any of the above. The correct answer is option A, at the crest of the hill. Explanation: do not make a U-turn at the crest of a hill, near a curve, or in a place where you or other drivers cannot see 500 feet away. You should only make a U-turn when it is safe to do so. Question 200. When you press the brake pedal in a vehicle with SCAM brakes, air pressure pushes out the rod and moves the: Option A, slack adjuster. Option B, axle. Option C, brake drum. Option D, alcohol evaporator. The correct answer is option A, slack adjuster. Explanation: when pressing the brake pedal in a vehicle with SCAM brakes, air will enter the brake chambers. The added air pressure will push out the rods and move slack adjusters, twisting the brake camshafts.